Overseeing someone in the mind output, say, channeling someone to stay quiet. Always ask them how their credibility scores are created and if they're passing my credibility score round one. Two, ask them what's your real credibility score. Do you really have credibility or have you told 100,000 lies or more and lied about everything since 2011? Ask them that. Yeah, ask them how many lies they told. I'm the mattress on the floor guy too, and don't fall for their title association hustles. There used to be supposedly a positive association with it, and they love to do this threat. When I drop truth, they love to do their threat. See how the narrative changes because they like to control information. So when you don't let them control information, you put the truth out, they start slandering you. So that's a piece of their hustle and their story. So they love to. I'm in Grenada. I was the mattress on the floor guy. I'm Jassy Graywall's ex-lover, and Shazier's ex-boyfriend, and Ann Summerby's ex-boyfriend too. So don't fall for bullshit. So another piece of this jazz is they love to do a see how the narrative changes, and so they'll have an association with something like the Tinder guy, and then they'll and it used to be a positive one if you don't play their game or let them, rob and rape you and sexually abuse you, and if you stand up for your rights as an American and as a human, they'll be like, see how the narrative changes, and then they'll tamper with an association. So if someone checks something, they'll see some fake association. So they love that hustle is tampering with these associations of titles and different components of whatever's going on. They love to tamper with them. I hear them. They always threaten me. So they change the association. So they pull all sorts of hustles. So never trust their associations or their titles because they love to change those and manipulate those. That's a key point. So it's all about manipulation and lies. These guys are just have zero credibility. Bet my life on it. They're always lying. Even the guys who claim to have credibility, zero credibility. Bet my life on it. They lied about every idea, every note, every thought, every rap, every guitar song, every letter I've written, my methods of analysis. They even hire terrorists and cyber terrorists to tamper with data. They lie about my cell phone data. I'm 713-412-7665. I'm 832-917-2976. And in late 2017 to early 2019, I was 713-458-8480. And that's numbers out of service now. It was AT&T that I ported over to Sprint because I called AT&T because they kept blocking my text. And they're saying, try a new service. So I tried a new one, and then my problems were solved. And then later they started finding out that number and blocking that because I'm also a victim of telecommunications crimes. So if you look into my DOJ letter, you'll see another big piece of this. There's a lot of telecommunications jazz involved, if you get my drift. Key shit, key points. Maybe a cot, a satinder, booger, or stink, amongst other people. Key point. So that's another piece of this. And no telling who they got access to when it comes to telecommunications. So, because my phones have been dead for like a real fucking long time. I can barely send texts. I can barely receive calls or make calls. They even do. Keep in mind, I'm also a victim of 7 to 10 political abuses of psychiatry, and some of these kids like to show up and pretend to be law enforcement. Is what I'm gathering. Is my theory, and maybe they even play defender or protector, or I'm watching, and they love to. These kids love to operate with misinformation and control of information between parties. So they'll. A lot of these kids even like to pretend the information and the things I do for people, giving them heads up. They're the ones giving the heads up when it's really me. So they love that hustle. Um, they love to pretend my letters are theirs. That's their tactic. That's how they wear the mask of Gianni. Like I was saying, they all try to wear the mask of Gianni. Um, Another one of their tactics is, yeah, they will maybe try to commit a political abuse of psychiatry on you, play defender, pretend like you're under investigation or something, or they're trying to help you and they're fixing your computer or some bullshit. And maybe they pretend to be investigator, get a hold of your computer, do weird shit to it, and tamper with evidence. So remember, I was a victim of 7 to 10. They probably tampered with my phones too. Key point. So don't leave that out of analysis. That's very key to analyze. I have a list of things to tattoo your forehead in my big fucking key points, as well as this other document that I compiled more information. This key information for investigators. So these are key points I'm dropping for you. Praise Jesus.